Can the gap between schools in urban areas and those in rural areas ever be closed? Well, on the ground, there is a glimmer of hope. In the following report compiled by Wilson Kakurira, the Primary and Secondary Education Ministry program, Learning Passport, is put under the spotlight.
The tables have turned, and for this high school in Buhera, learning on digital platforms allow them to turn on a new page. Meet this Form 4 student enjoying the Learning Passport system.
It is very rare in schools like this in Jigama Secondary School to find this type of system like this. We are now operating as A schools, like Church High School, Prince Edward. So we thank you for this.
He is one of many rural students to be benefiting from Primary and Secondary Education Ministry program supported by government partners UNICEF.
When my O-level examinations come out, I'm going to Polytechnic and do engineering.
For years, this teacher at this school had made the chalk his best friend, but all that changes now.
It has made my job easier in the sense that I do not read to write on the chalkboard, the first thing.
Learning Passport has brought a world of difference to how these children from rural schools are being taught.
I do not mark the books because when you said this, you highlight the correct answers. So it self-corrects even the learners. They do not write any corrections. So you can teach a lot of learners at one time.
This teacher has 48 tablets at his disposal, and they do not need data to connect to the server.
This is what you call local area network. This is the one that generates the internet using this one.
The headmaster at the nearby primary school says a new chapter has been opened. This headmaster at a primary school in Nyanga says learning on digital platforms allow the sector to progress.
We are now making some tests for our pupils. Teachers can now set their tests. They can type and print and give to the class any minute, any time.
According to UNESCO, a substantial number of children in rural areas in Africa are disadvantaged, with 70% of 10-year-olds in low and middle-income countries unable to understand simple written text.
We access information just as good as someone who is staying in Harare.
Zimbabwe has so far done much to close that gap. Primary and secondary education spokesperson Taungana Ndoro explains how the Learning Passport has impacted rural schools.
It has reduced dependency on the hard copy textbooks, such that most of the learners now rely on the Learning Passport to access textbooks online and attend lessons online, even for their revisions, and this also has contributed greatly and immensely to their pass rate, which has increased over the years.
This Zimbabwe Learning Passport, designed and launched by the ministry in partnership with UNICEF, could just change most of the schools in marginalized areas. Everything changes when students in Nyanga or Buhera get equal opportunities to show their full potential.
Konapo, ipapo, ipapo.